Have you ever felt like running your insurance agency is just a giant juggling act? Bouncing between a dozen carrier portals, totally lost in scattered spreadsheets, and buried in endless text messages? Yeah, we've all been there, and you know exactly how chaotic that post-sale lifecycle can be. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to unpack how a platform called LIT-AMS literally transforms that daily chaos into a streamlined, centralized command center for insurance agents. We're looking at a system that uniquely takes the front office lead management of a classic CRM and slams it together with the heavy-duty back office controls of a true agency management system. Let's get into it. So I want you to ask yourself, honestly, right now, do you really know where your agency's money is? Most operators, they have an incredible grip on the front end, right? They know their lead volume today, they know their conversion rates, their ad spend, the whole shebang. But if you can only see that lead activity before the sale, and you're totally flying blind on the actual carrier statements, the chargebacks, and the actual payable commissions after a policy is written, well, your expected revenue is basically just a guessing game. Just think about the sheer anxiety of the old way of doing things. You submit an application, and then what? You just rely on scattered spreadsheets, manually checking portals, and basically crossing your fingers that a policy actually sticks and funds. A lot of people think a life insurance sale ends at submission, but in reality, submission is just the starting line, and that's exactly where the LIT-AMS approach takes over. This platform tracks that newly submitted sale all the way through underwriting, through that absolutely critical first payment, the recurring payments, and most importantly, through the incredibly complex commission and chargeback phases. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. Escaping insurance spreadsheet chaos. 2. Automating your commission workflow. 3. Enforced training and compliance. 4. Scaling with enterprise networks. And 5. Your complete command center.
All right, Section 1, Escaping Insurance Spreadsheet Chaos.
To really build a proper foundation here, we got to look at the daily pain points that are just plaguing growing agencies. When your pending, paid, and charged back production are completely disconnected from one another, you end up with these massive agency-killing blind spots. I mean, you've got commissions scattered across half a dozen different carrier portals. Chargebacks are surfacing weeks too late, which completely destroys your payroll confidence. Because let's face it, you might have already paid an agent on that policy. You lose visibility into who sold what, and tracking pending versus funded production becomes impossible. Look, generic CRMs simply don't understand life insurance commission reversals, or the crucial difference between a writing agent and a commission agent. But LIT-AMS, it's built specifically around these exact insurance-specific realities.
Moving on to Section 2, Automating your commission workflow. Okay, listen up, because this is a massive focus for us today. If you aren't practicing evidence-based accounting, you are absolutely losing money. The statement parsing engine in this platform completely revolutionizes this workflow. Instead of some poor manager sitting there manually cross-referencing giant PDF carrier statements against a CRM spreadsheet for hours on end, the system just takes over. You literally just load the sale, upload the raw carrier statement straight into the platform, and boom. The engine automatically matches those statement lines directly to your active, loaded sales. It instantly calculates the commissions, tracks the chargeback activity, and updates your payroll ledgers. No more manual cross-referencing. It's a total game changer.
And that brings us right into the pay runs feature. This takes the rules you've already set up, your specific carrier percentages, your agent splits, and cross-references them with the actual statement evidence you just uploaded. You get to instantly preview your payroll based on actual funded eligibility. And even more crucially, it automatically applies year-to-date chargebacks right during the run. This kind of automation is a lifesaver. It protects agencies from losing track of carrier-paid revenue and makes sure you never accidentally overpay your staff on unfunded or chargeback production. It literally plugs those massive financial leaks in your operation. Let me read this quote because it hits the nail right on the head. If you cannot see that life cycle clearly, you do not really know where your money is. That concept of evidence-based accounting, that is the absolute bedrock of multi-carrier, multi-agent operations. Think about it. A carrier statement row, a commission event, and a payment follow-up task all provide different but highly vital evidence about the exact same policy. By keeping all these pieces of evidence distinct and connected, the system makes sure absolutely nothing is hidden from the agency owner. Now, we all know marketing isn't just about how many leads you bought, right? It's about how many of those leads actually funded a policy. Well, here you can go way beyond raw lead counts by comparing your actual ad spend directly against source-matched sales. So you aren't just tracking that you spent a certain amount on WhatsApp or Meta leads. You are calculating exactly how many funded sales and what exact cost per sale resulted from that specific campaign. It takes your upfront marketing dollars and ties them directly to your post-sale funded reality.
Okay, Section 3, Enforced Training and Compliance. Now, another huge focus for today is how you handle a growing team, because that requires rock-solid operational controls. It's one thing to say, hey, watch this training video to a new associate. It is entirely another to actually guarantee that the video was watched and understood. Training Center V2 is literally designed to physically force compliance. Managers can assign custom packages and modules, sure, but the real magic here is in the enforcement rules. If a mandatory training isn't completed, the platform literally locks the agent out of loading a new sale until they watch the video. And no, they can't fast forward, and they have to successfully pass your custom internal exam.
So what happens when an agent tries to skip ahead to save time? The native video player completely blocks them. No way around it. And if a training deadline is totally missed, this unavoidable overdue reminder just takes over their screen, locking out critical CRM actions. Guys, this is software with teeth. It ensures that when you mandate compliance updates or roll out new sales training, your team actually absorbs the material before they're allowed to go back to selling and loading deals. It's brilliant. All right, moving into Section 4, Scaling with Enterprise Networks. Let's talk about our third major focus area today, enterprise networks. Imagine you're an independent agent working with multiple IMOs or carriers. You absolutely need your own private CRM workspace to protect your data and safely manage your business. But on the flip side, as a parent network or IMO, you need visibility into the business that agent writes specifically for you. That's where the joint agent model comes in, giving both parties exactly what they need. Parent networks get to oversee child enterprises and recruit agents who still get to keep their own totally private identity and strict data boundaries. It's the best of both worlds. So how does it actually work? Well, a parent IMO can generate these unique token invites to securely connect with agents. The onboarding process is completely seamless. The agent joins up, keeps all their private client data totally secure, and the parent company only sees the shared sales data relevant to their specific carrier contracts. This setup allows the parent organization to confidently provide leads and infrastructure and earn overrides on eligible production without ever compromising that independent agent's privacy. This entire infrastructure offers just a massive advantage for IMOs looking to scale up rapidly. You can structure complex parent and child companies and manage vast downlines all from one central hub. It even features automatic lead redistribution, which means you can route incoming WhatsApp and social media leads via round robin or direct assignment, and you don't even need a programmer to set it up. Combine that with strict role-based privacy, and you guarantee that one agent never accidentally sees another agent's private payment follow-ups or leads. It completely prevents any cross-account sales bleed. And finally, Section 5, your complete command center. I want you to really think about what this looks like for an agency owner on, say, a random Tuesday morning. You're no longer hunting for data across 5 different browser tabs or waiting for some massive end-of-month spreadsheet reconciliation. This right here is what complete operational control looks like. From tracking funded sales to viewing real-time premium volumes by carrier to instantly seeing your exact chargeback exposure, it is all completely unified in one live dashboard. Your entire business is finally under complete visible control. So, what does this all mean? Well, LIT-AMS clearly isn't just another CRM. It is the ultimate post-sale operating system, purpose-built to give you total clarity over the entire lifecycle of a policy. It successfully bridges that massive gap between your upfront marketing efforts, the initial sales submission, customer service follow-ups, and the very real hard dollars world of carrier commissions and payroll logic. Let me leave you with this. If your current tools can't automatically match a carrier statement to a sale or physically enforce compliance before a deal is loaded, you aren't just losing time, folks. You are literally losing money. The technology actually exists now to completely escape the spreadsheet chaos and take full command of your post-sale lifecycle. So the only question left is, aren't you ready to upgrade your entire operating system? Thanks for joining me on this explainer today. Keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.